Two people make exactly the same income, 80K a year, same city, same job, same decade. Yet one end up with financially freeze and the other end up stuck. If you think you are one of them, this video is for you. By the end of this video, you will be able to see clearly which path you are on and exactly how to shift toward the wealthy one. To find out why two people with the same income end up in a different future, there's 5 parts of this video. Let's move to part 1. Part 1. Why income alone doesn't make you wealthy. Income is important. Obviously, I'm not going to pretend it isn't, but income itself doesn't create wealth. It never has. This is the part nobody wants to hear, especially if you are a hard worker, working overtime, you don't get enough sleep. So why I am sharing this with you? Because I love to share with you my own lessons, my own experiences, not criticizing anyone. Did you know? Even people make 100 to 200K a year are living paycheck to paycheck right now. And unfortunately, I was one of them. I used to work overtime for many years, accepting on shifts every single weekends. I saw my paychecks is much higher than other same race co-workers. I was really happy with it, despite I pay up to 30 to 35% on income tax. But somehow I was still living paycheck to paycheck until recently. So clearly, income isn't the hero I grew up thinking it was. Here's the uncomfortable truth. It's not the income, it's the habit and psychology wrapped around that income. If your habits don't change, your income doesn't change. No matter how much money you earn, if your mindset is wired for avoidance or instant gratifications, a bigger paycheck just becomes a bigger amplifying device. And this is human. I have lived this. I have increased my incomes and somehow I felt poorer. It happens when your money habits don't evolve at the same pace as your earning. I'm going to give you an example about lifestyle script. When you get a bonus and suddenly you need nicer things, a better apartment, an upgrade phone, eating out without checking prices anymore. It feels harmless until you wake up realizing your bonus disappears within days. That's why income alone doesn't make you wealthy. If it did, most higher earners would already be financially free. It's the habit, the automation, the system, the decision you make when nobody watching you. That's the stuff that builds wealth quietly, consistently, and honestly way faster than people expect. If you take one thing from this, let it be this. Wealth isn't about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep and invest. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button to support this channel. Let's move to part 2, the 3 common habits that keep people broke. Now, there are so many other bad habits that keep people broke, but today I'm going to focus on 3 most common habits. First one, lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle script is a bold example, is one of those things, and honestly, it's not because you're irresponsible or bad with money, it's because you are human. You get a little raise and suddenly you are upgrading little things that feel harmless, a slightly nicer apartment, a newer phone. You deserve better because you have worked hard. Lifestyle inflation is never a big purchase. It's a small, invisible upgrade that slowly delay your ability to build wealth. Bad habit number 2, too much debt, especially the bad one. Imagine 2 people, Tony and David. Tony makes good money but owns on credit cards, a car loan, and a couple random subscriptions he forgot existed. David makes less but has almost no debt. Yes, who is more financially free? It's David every time. I'm going to explain to you why debt isn't just a number. Debt isn't just a balance on screen. It's stress. It's mentally cluster, especially it's lost opportunity. When you are carrying high interest debt, you are not building wealth. You are renting your life from the bank. Every dollar you pay in interest is a dollar that could have been growing for you. It's a time loss, and time is the only resource you can't earn. Let me share with you my own stories. 2 years back, me and my partner really like a car. We didn't plan to buy one, but my partner really loved it. We put down 30% deposits and the rest got financed. It was really high interest rate, you can't imagine. I don't really want to go into exactly the percentage, but way higher than compared to normal interest rate. When I realized I was planning my month around minimum repayment, like I was just organizing my life around that. I remember thinking, wait, I make a decent money, why do I feel broke? And the answer was simple, that's still your freedom long before it steals your money. But the good news is, once you see that for what it really is, you start taking back control. Once the interest stops eating, you alive again. Habit number 3, not tracking or planning. This habit is tricky because it has nothing to do with math and everything to do with psychology. The mid-run studies show that something really wild. When you use a credit card, it actually activates the reward centers in your brain, meaning your brain literally treats spending money like winning something. Very interesting. So if you have ever wondered why you overspend without realizing it, congratulations, you have a normal human brain. One time I went out for a birthday card, just a birthday card, and by the end of the day, I had spent $220. It's not anything crazy, just a random little things that added up. If you ask me what I spent on that day, I would have said maybe it's just $30 for some things. My brain had no idea. If you don't track your spending, you are basically driving with your eyes closed, not because you are careless, but because your brain is designed to forget small purchases. Tracking isn't about restriction, it's about awareness. Once you start tracking, suddenly money stops disappearing like a mystery. So track for just 7 days. You will learn more about your finance than you have in the past 3 months. Share with me in the comments below after tracking your spending for a week. Part 3. 3 habits that quietly make people rich. Firstly, investing early. Yes, even just small amount. Everyone knows compound interest matters. Think of Tony and David. David invests in a small amount in his early 20s and stopped. Tony waits until his late 30s and invests way more each year, yet David still ends up with a bigger portfolio. Not because he was smarter, not because he earned more, just because he started earlier. So start tiny, start imperfectly, start scarce, just start. Either it's just $50 or $100 per week. You just need to start. Habit number 2 that make people rich is paying yourself first. So most people always paying yourself last after you pay all the bills, groceries, a night out or random Amazon products. Then when they look back, what's left and say, I will save next month. But the truth is, there's never anything left. So my system is simple. I always save 10% of my auto transfer the day income hits my account. If it never show up in my spending account, I don't miss it. And every month, I'm quietly building a financial buffer that benefits my future. That's why pay yourself first before you pay anyone else. Let's move to habit number 3. Focus on assets, not liabilities. So what is asset? Assets is provide benefits and increase in values, while liability on the other hand is decrease value and take money out of your pocket. I once bought a car upgrade that I thought would make me feel successful. It didn't make my life better. It just made my bank account smaller, paying more for insurance, fuels every month. That's when I learned the difference. The assets is where the investment, skills, ownership, business will help you grow. Liabilities like debt, obligations, lifestyle inflation, it just pushes you backwards in your financial journeys. So here is the growth secret. Assets create options, liability create pressure. And you want more options in your life, not pressure. Let's move to part 4. It's the psychology behind wealth. This is where people get stuck. We talk a lot about income, investing, budgeting, but the real issues for most people isn't knowledge, it's a mindset. 2 people can earn the exact same income, live in the same city, same expenses, same opportunities, yet end up in completely different financial futures. The difference isn't talent, it's how they think about money. To explain that, we are going to explore the concept scarcity versus abundance mindset. To make it clear, I'm sharing my own story. I grew up with my parents who come from almost nothing. Their childhoods were shaped by uncertainties, lived in the Vietnam War, never quite sure if they would survive or there would be enough food or shelter. They both was lucky to survive through the war. Then they worked really hard as farmers, and even when they eventually earned more, that early scarcity stayed with them. It taught them to grab every single dollar like it may disappear tomorrow. I inherit some of that without even realizing it, not because they failed as parents, but fear is contagious. And when I grow up around there may be not enough, your nervous system learns that money is something to protect, not something to grow. So try to shift your scarcity mindset to abundant mindset to grow towards the wealth journey. Let's move to part 5 of this video. It's a practical step toward the wealthy path. Step 1. Make a plan. Yes, we say about financial plans is really boring, but honest to say, a financial plan is like building a bridge. You don't accidentally assemble a structure strong enough to carry you to the other side of the bridge. Without a plan, you are relying on hope. With a plan, you are working from a blueprint. This gives you clarity about where you are, where you want to go, and what it will take to get there. Step 2. Eliminate consumer debt first. Consumer debt quietly steals your freedom. When you get rid of it, you are not just freezing up some money, some cash to save and invest. The relief and clarity that come with being debt-free makes every other financial goal feel more achievable. So try to tackle debt if you have any. Step 3. Save and invest on purpose. Wealth doesn't grow from big or perfect decisions. It grows from small, consistent ones. Saving and investing on purpose means automating your progress. Step 4. Live below your means. This isn't about sacrifice, is about choosing long-term peace over short-term pressure. Living below your means creates margin, and margin creates freedom. It gives you space to save, invest, breathe, and make choices from a calm instead of stress. There you are. You now know why two people in the same income may end up in different futures. If you had to pick which path have you been on, rich or broke habits? Share with me in the comment below. Now you know where you are on your financial journey. Take action to achieve your own financial goal. And if you are still wondering whether you are doing well financially or not, watch this video next. Say you are doing well financially, even though if you don't feel like it, to explore more.